Why would I pay half of the bills and live with a man when I could pay 100% and live by myself?
Like, how am I cosplaying black people? Is it my natural hair? Is it my skin color? This is my skin color.
My ex-best friend falsely accused the guy of sex. Maintaining the conversation of not keeping toxic friends within your circle, as well as not defending bad behaviors because someone's your friend, because of girl code, or because of any other form of gender solidarity.
House cleaning before we get started. For those who are rocking with me from day one, I appreciate the support. For those who may be new here, coming in or out the door for me, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, get it cracking in the comments. Every bit of your engagement absolutely helps promote me into the YouTube algorithm. I thank y'all for the support. Now let's get to it. Drop the video. Let's go.
Why would I pay half of the bills and live with a man when I could pay 100% and live by myself? Come on now. Come on now.
You know, most people get into relationships for love, compassion, partnership, to build their life with someone, to have a partner, to be able to discuss the ongoings of life, to have someone to help them make decisions. You know, normal things that normal, healthy people want to be in relationships with. But clearly you're dysfunctional and you see relationships as a means to an end, which is why you don't want to go 50-50 with someone, which makes absolutely no sense. Y'all feign and tout to be the most educated, but yet simple math escapes you. 100% and be by yourself accomplish what exactly? What does it accomplish other than you being by yourself? And which is fine. I tell people this all the time. Do not argue with these women. Do not try to convince them that they need someone. If she's absolutely okay with being alone, dying alone, spending the rest of her life without family and people to love her, and when she gets sick, someone there to nurse her back to health outside of maybe her parents, if they're still around, let them have it. Let them be that way. Do not waste your time trying to convince a sycophant who's clearly staunchly entrenched in the ideology of misandry to convince you that you need to try to convince them that they need to be social like most human beings who are normal are. Let their asocial ass exist in their own bubble and it'll eventually burst, and then she'll be back on the internet crying and whining, asking where the good people or the good men. Someone needs to come along and save and rescue her. Ain't nobody gonna be Albie Sure, and ain't nobody gonna come and rescue your ass. Go ahead, do as you please. We'll see the outcomes in the next 10 to 15, 20 years if you still have the same tune. But don't try to convince people like this. Don't waste your time. Look, this is clearly a very young, attractive mother, right? I get it. She's young. And she believed that what she did wasn't out of bounds. That last slide that I actually blurred out was of her backside, all of it exposed, holding hands with her very young child. And at a point, we have to start shaming people for being indecent. We got to stop giving people passes. We got to stop saying she's young, she didn't know any better. Yes, she did. She has to know better. She's somebody's mother. And if you're going to give her a pass because she's young, she's still somebody's mother. She has to raise this boy. And if she believes walking around indecent with her son is normal, what type of child do you think she's going to raise? What type of man do you think her son is going to be? Her son is going to possibly be a man that objectifies women and only see women for what they can do sexually. And then you'll complain and say he's the problem when lo and behold, his mother had her whole ass out around him doing a photo shoot for Halloween. They were Beauty and the Beast. She's the beauty, her little baby is the beast. But she's the beauty with all the cakes out. Y'all have got to stop letting this shit slide as if it's normal. This is not normal. To me, this is quite alarming. And to me, it reeks of the mother may have had some issues in her past of being exposed to her sexuality at a very young age, because I can't fathom for the life of me why she thought this was okay. Now, I didn't put the uncensored version of that last slide on here because I don't want to get any community guideline strikes from YouTube. But I mean, you could go check out her TikTok or her Instagram, and you can find this on there. You know, it's inappropriate, and it's something she really shouldn't have not done around her baby. Young lady, I don't know who you are, and if I was your father, if I was a man in your life, I would definitely give you this tidbit of advice. There's a time and a place for everything, and what you did was inappropriate. If you were in an adult setting at a party or a club for Halloween and you were dressed like this, fine, but not around your baby, not around your boy, not around your baby boy, not around him. It was inappropriate. Go to the next one.
Like, how am I cosplaying black people? Is it my natural hair? Is it my skin color? This is my skin color. It's not a fake tan, I promise. Is it my nails? Like, I don't know how.
I don't know why some of y'all have such an issue with biracial women or biracial men. I'm not one. I do come from a mixed background, but I'm not biracial. My grandparents were. It's a sad day when someone has to make a post to explain how they identify. This young woman can identify how she pleases, right? Now, I know a lot of black women have issues with women that look like her and say, oh, black men make her the beauty standard and say she's black because y'all like this loose curly hair and this light skin. Okay, some black men may do that. I'm not going to say it doesn't exist, but this woman clearly identifies as black. Leave her the fuck alone, right? If she's not out here perpetuating colorism or attacking darker skinned black women and she just wants to exist in her blackness, let her be. There's nothing wrong with this young woman expressing her black side. If she wholeheartedly accepts her black side only, fine. Y'all can make distinctions when you talk about her, but if she doesn't want to make a distinction and say she's not 100% black, she just claims black and that's how she presents and that's how she carries herself, so be it. Leave her the hell alone. Y'all gotta stop attacking people because you're butthurt over you may experience some colorism yourself. If she didn't perpetuate it onto you, don't project it onto her.
My ex-best friend falsely accused a guy of sexual assault. Maintaining the conversation of not keeping toxic friends within your circle, as well as not defending bad behaviors because someone's your friend, because of girl code, or because of any other form of gender solidarity. So yeah, this girl was my best friend in the entire world, and she was friends with a guy I didn't like because he would call me ugly and be rude to me. Now, one day after school, he asked her if she wanted to go to the back of the school and do sexual stuff, and she agreed, and they left. That's all I was there for. Later that night while I was sleeping, she DM'd me that they did do sexual stuff, but they got caught by a teacher, and she was embarrassed. So she was gonna lie and say that it was non-consensual before people found out. I didn't see it till the morning, so by the time that I responded that it was disgusting and I was gonna cut her off and all that and not to do it, it was too late because the message didn't deliver. I showed up at school, she wasn't there, but the cops were there in the office. I got called down and they were questioning me. They told me that she had claimed that all this happened at a completely different location, like a park, and that I witnessed everything. She clearly expected me to lie for her because we were best friends. But with this I couldn't, so I told them the truth. Now, this kid had already been arrested. He was in jail while they questioned her again, which I wasn't there for. And she ended up admitting what had happened because I had already revealed the truth. He was able to come back to school and she didn't face any consequences for lying after she dropped the case. And she didn't come back to school until the end of the year for testing, and she tried to talk to me many times, but I just couldn't. And I maintained the whole time that I would have rather kept someone innocent out of jail than protect their friendship. And that type of idea should apply for even less severe infractions. Keep people with zero integrity out of your life. She could have ruined an innocent man's life.
Thank you, young lady, for being such a stand-up great person, a human being. Look, this is one of my biggest fears as a parent of a boy, that someone would accuse my son falsely of doing something to them. And having my son put through the system of being accused of SA. Like, that's one of my biggest fears for my son, which is why I talk to him constantly about knowing his boundaries, respecting women, not putting himself in a situation to ever be accused of this. If it's too good to be true, if it sounds too good to be true, then it really is. Ignore advances of women who you've not had any interactions with except for a sexual encounter that tried to get you into a closed off area for you and her to initiate some type of contact, right? I tell my son this stuff all the time, which is one of my biggest fears. But young lady, I applaud this young lady because she was a stand-up human being, right? She didn't go along with this lie. Now, I get it. The guy talked about her, probably bullied her. But even knowing that, she said, no, I am a person of integrity. I have ethics. I would not put an innocent person behind bars, ruin their life because of child banter, right? Because he thought I was ugly, because he thought I was unattractive, because he picked on me somewhat. I still don't consider that grounds to ruin his life. And I wish so many people would take that perspective. Yes, someone may pick on you. Someone may do things to irritate you, but it's not enough to ruin that person's life. It's just not. And I advise everyone, if you have someone that's trying to pick on you, bully you, or harass you, stay away from them. And if that doesn't work, report it to the proper authorities. But never, never accuse an innocent person of SA or R3P or grape. Never do it. Never do it. It's wrong. It's disrespectful and it's out of line, and you can definitely ruin someone's life. That's all I got, man. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, get it cracking in the comments. I'll catch y'all in the credits. 2 fingers. Peace. Y'all, please, please be respectful of one another. Don't bully. Don't pick. Don't harass. If you don't like someone, just leave them be. I ask y'all to please do that.
Like Jesus.